from Denver Knights, and I'm here with the band The Famous, or at least half of the band The Famous. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves and what you play in the band or do for the band.
I'm Lawrence Scott. I am the vocalist and rhythm guitarist and co-songwriter with Vic.
I'm Vic. I'm a lead guitarist and backup singer.
Okay, awesome. So where did the name The Famous come from?
Some people think it's really pretentious, actually, and it's
And it is.
it is. It's very pretentious. No, the idea is to pay homage to a dry goods store that my family had in Central Texas, kind of around the turn of the century, and it's kind of like one of those casualties that when Walmart rolls into a small town. This was Marlin, Texas.
Okay.
All the smaller kind of mom and pop stores that were, selling like clothes or, stuff for the people in the community kind of ran out of business. And I was like, well, what's a nicer way to kind of like let that image, that sound of Texas kind of come through, that idea, and keeping the name The Famous was the idea.
It's keeping on the family business, just selling different goods.
Yeah, totally different. But we do have famous shirts.
Yeah, I guess.
And,
So what made you decide to start a band?
well,
The money.
yeah, mostly.
It's so lucrative being in an indie band, especially around here,
Lots of money involved,
Tons
right?
of money in this industry.
We met one day very randomly. We both had 65 Ford Galaxy cars.
Okay.
And we kind of came upon it. It was like, hey, you have a car? And then we stayed in touch for a while, and Vic had been producing other bands in the Bay Area, and I was just trying to learn how to play. And over the years, we kind of stayed in touch and became really good friends. And then after a while, we'd been in another band called Lawrence Iconoclast that we said, you know what? Our idea for the music would be very simple. We love classic country, the Bakersfield sound, like Buck Owens, Merle Haggard, Johnny Cash, and we love indie rock and punk rock. So let's do these things all together. So it's a very simple concept, and really, it's based on the love for that kind of music and playing that kind of music for people and keeping classic country alive, but also doing it with a twist. Would you say?
I would say.
That Def Leppard mirror is just a ring toss away. Fell on the ride on the midway.
We hope to pay homage. We have a new album, Come Home to Me, where there's pedal steel being played on it, and some other special guests. And
Some trombone.
Charlie Wilson, who runs a studio in Berkeley, and played with Brass Hopper, plays on this record. Joe Goldmark plays pedal steel, and
And we play everything else.
yeah, we play. But the thing that it's a thorough sound that kind of is evocative of not just classic country, but New Orleans swamp jazz at times, or Tex-Mex sounds on one of the songs. It really is an infusion of American music throughout.
Okay.
True American music.
Perfect. So you've mentioned how Texas has kind of influenced you as a band. How does being in San Francisco influence you as a band?
That's a really tough question. But actually, I would say for me, when I was recording a lot of bands and producing bands, it was mainly South Bay punk bands, actually. So I was heavily into that scene. So I guess the Bay Area punk sound has seeped into it somehow. I'm sure that comes out.
And kind of when you look at the clubs we play in San Francisco, they are indie rock clubs, and it's a cool opportunity, and you're doing a great job bringing shows to the South Bay. We really
back to the South Bay.
we really
Yeah,
could
exactly.
not crack the South. We were playing dive bars in Santa Clara. We didn't know where to go, what to do, and so I'll speak it from the San Francisco perspective. Yeah, we play in indie rock clubs for the most part. Down here, you play anywhere that you can, and you are doing like a kick-ass job making it an opportunity for people to find new venues, new audiences.
Well, thank
Could be.
you. I'm doing the best I can. This is all about you guys, though.
But
honestly,
it's a lot of work. We can tell it's a lot of work on your part. You got to love music to want to do that and help the band. So really don't have a feel for what the South Bay scene is other than the punk club. We played the Blank Club before, and mostly indie rock clubs in San Francisco, and just San Francisco, the Bay Area. It's an international city and international area, so we got all influences. But that is cool because we have people that come to our shows, they're from France or something. They're like, I love this classic country.
Oh,
But we
yeah.
like how you do it. You're not doing it like so traditional that it's like twangy, cry in your beer kind of. I mean, it's like, it's rock music still.